y'all, just giving you guys a quick update. I'm sitting outside currently on my back porch because I am forcing myself to get out of the bed. All I want to do is sleep. That's it, that's all. And I don't necessarily have to be sleeping, but as long as I'm in that bed or laying on that couch, I'm just fine. So I'm forcing myself to sit outside for a little bit just to get some fresh air. I believe the last update that I gave, I stopped it in the middle of my 7 weeks. Well, I did with my brown spotting. So that was on that Sunday when I was 7 weeks and 7 weeks and then 7 weeks in 1 day. So I was fine. It stopped that Sunday after the emergency room. I didn't have any more spotting. And then Monday, Tuesday, I didn't have any spotting at all. Wednesday, I had a very dark brown, like tacky. Like I picked it up, TMI, but I picked it up and put it in my fingers and kind of like, it was like sticky. So it was like tacky, like stuff in the brown discharge. So, of course, that freaked me out. And it freaked me out because I was using the bathroom and I had a cramp, and it was almost like the cramp pushed the brown discharge out, because after that I didn't have any other cramping. So of course I freaked out. I messaged my OB doctor and I messaged my IVF doctor, and whoever replied to me first, because I wanted an ultrasound just to check on baby, and to get their feedback. Now I know that people say, the textbooks say, and also people say that brown spotting is normal in early pregnancy. That shit's not normal to a woman who is longing for a child, for a baby. That's not normal to us. Yeah, it's normal, but that's not normal to us. So that's not what we want to hear. That's not what I wanted to hear. So, my OB, well, let me say this first. My IVF doctor told me to stop taking the baby aspirin. So I stopped taking baby aspirin. Baby aspirin is usually only taken by women who have recurring miscarriages or women who have blood clotting disorders. I don't have blood clotting disorders. I have had 2 miscarriages. The first one, I don't know why. The second one, honestly, I don't know why either. But I do not have blood clotting disorders. So I stopped. So he's told me to stop taking the baby aspirin. I will say that I was scared to stop taking it, simply because I've been taking it and things have been going just perfectly fine. But apparently baby aspirin can cause bleeding. So, and at that point, since I was spotting, even though it was brown, it wasn't any red, but in any case, they still considered it as bleeding. Because I had the brown spotting, they told me that it was more hurtful than helpful. So I stopped taking that. Let's see. My OB wanted me to come in for an ultrasound the next day. So I went in for an ultrasound the next day at my OB's office. And baby was just fine. Baby was measuring 7 weeks and 5 days, which was right on schedule. And baby had a strong heartbeat of 153. So I'm so annoyed, and I know every little twinge, every little cramp I'm paying attention to. It's like I'm paying attention like to my body like 100 times over, like now. So I went in for our last appointment with our IVF doctor, and that was at 8 weeks and 3 days. So because it's hard for him to scan me on his machine, he sent me to a hospital to have an ultrasound done, and then he goes to read the results or whatever, and then he'll come back to me in the doctor's office and let me know what's what. Well, I understand that the ultrasound tech cannot tell you anything. I get that. So I wanted to see the screen, because I know you can't tell me nothing, but if I can see that screen and I see that flicker, then I'm fine. I don't want to wait for the doctor to come and give me bad news. So I couldn't see the screen when I lay down on the bed. So I said, there was a TV in front of me. So I asked her if the TV worked. She said no. I said, well, I need to see the screen. And so she was doing the ultrasound abdominally. So since I'm still early in pregnancy, she really couldn't see the baby doing it abdominally. So she wanted to do a transvaginal. I absolutely hate those. But she said that it's better to see. So I told her, I said, every time y'all say I need to do it internally, I just feel like y'all about to tell me some bad news. So anyway, make a long story short, we did the transvaginal. I asked her to see the screen. She said she wanted to take her measurements first. So all I could do was watch her facial expressions. And it's like she was making some funky facial expressions, y'all. It kind of scared me. So she turned the screen and she showed me baby, which baby was upside down. I'll insert a clip, a picture of the ultrasound, but baby was upside down with a strong heartbeat of 171 beats per minute. So baby Simmons is in there doing a thing, and I'm excited about that. I'm happy about that. So moving forward, we have graduated from our IVF doctor. We will not see him again until we are ready to transfer our last embryo, because we do have one more embryo left. We move on to our OB doctor. So for my OB doctor, I know that I have been told that they wanted to monitor baby's growth very closely because I had the gastric sleeve and I'm not able to eat a bunch of food. So I'm going to ask her if I should see a maternal fetal medicine doctor, which is a high risk doctor, and her as well, or if she is going to monitor baby's growth closely, so I won't have to see a maternal fetal medicine doctor on top of seeing her. So 9 times out of 10, she'll probably tell me that she'll do the monitoring closely, and I'm okay with that as well, long as she gets monitored, her growth gets monitored closely. Right now we are, IVF doctor gave us our due date finally. So due date is actually January 24th. Because baby was measuring one day ahead, he went ahead and moved it to January 24th. So January 24th, 2020 is when baby Simmons is due, and we will welcome her with open arms. So that's pretty much it. Currently I am 8 weeks and 4 days. 8 weeks and 4 days. And I'm just pretty much taking it easy, guys, on pelvic rest. Hubby's on restriction until the 2nd trimester, and he's okay with that. So I'm just pretty much taking it easy. I'm not doing any heavy lifting. I've basically put myself on pelvic rest. So pelvic rest, bed rest, all the rest. If it's heavier than 5 pounds, I can't pick it up. So that's it. Just wanted to jump on and give you guys a quick little update. I'm probably getting ready to go back and get back in my bed because I've been sitting outside for a good 15-20 minutes and I'm ready to get back in the house. So stay tuned, guys. I will give you guys an update after our first OB appointment, which is in 6 days.